But anyway, Proverbs 20 verse 6 says, most men will proclaim every one his own goodness. That's your average person. I can bat this, I can kick this, I can run this, I've done this, I've preached to thousands, I've seen hundreds saved, my church has this many people, whatever. That's just man. And that's most men. But here's the opposite. But a faithful man, who can find? So I need Moses. Stephen will be Moses. I need Aaron. Who wants to be Aaron? Because we know that Aaron's story changes quickly in the coming pages. So we'll just have Aaron faceless and nameless. So you're going to hold your hands up, and hold your hand up. There you go. You got to hold your up. You got to prevail. So the higher you hold it, the more victory we have. There we go. And here we have. Most men want to be this guy. Of course, yeah. Right? But a faithful man can find. They can just stand there and say, "Look over there. I'm just right here." No, I'm nothing. Now, there's many who will do this so long as they have the promise of swapping places. Now you hold my hands. Yeah. Right? When are you going to ordain me, preacher? Yeah. It's about time. I've been holding your hands for 6 months. How long do I have to hold your hands? Right? That's how we think. Well, preacher, you haven't even noticed or acknowledged my sacrifice in the church. Oh, that's why you're doing it. Luke chapter 1, verse 8. And it came to pass that while he executed the priest's office before God in the order of his course. You know what he's saying? Just doing his job. Just doing his job. Not a special one. Not very popular. Just doing his job. According to the custom of the priest office, his lot, here's his job, was to burn incense when he went to the temple of the Lord. No, nothing fancy there. The church service is starting, and here comes Zacharias. He's back. He's that usher, and they look at Zacharias, and he cues, and he walks up there, and he lights the incense. And then he walks back to his place. He has no other role. That's his job. And we see in Luke, he's doing that faithfully. That's all he's doing. Showing up, lighting the incense. Wow. You don't read this ego of, I want to be the guy standing behind the podium. I want to be the guy opening in prayer. He's just faithful to the course he's given. These are character traits of a godly man. And something about man, especially men, there's an ego that has to be stroked, and that ought not be.
Right.
Pride is wrong. I'm a man, I'm supposed to. No, pride is wrong whether it's on a man or a woman. And as Christians, what we have to do is we have to curb that. We have to, here's the Bible phrase, deny ourselves. Yeah. Right. See, my ego wants to be the center of attention. My ego wants to be the victor. My ego wants to be everybody surrounding me and asking me questions and all the microphones and cameras facing at me. But you know what? We actually need men like her who are willing to just stand in the shadows and he was the prop that held up Moses' hand so Moses could have the victory. There's a lot of people behind cameras that you never see. Behind the scenes, making things happen. This camp, maybe you could say that I'm the face of this camp, but that's all I am. There's so many people doing so many things. And you know what? It's nice when you have all that going on and no one expecting any recognition. Not even waiting for a pastor to say thank you to the cooks or thank you to so-and-so. They're just willing to stand in the shadows and walk away with everyone saying, camp was great, and have no idea who got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to start cleaning the kitchen and getting things ready. Who got up or stayed up late at night, turning all the lights off, shutting the front gate. We're just having a great time. But you know what? There's some people behind the scenes holding up the hands to make it functioning. And we ought to just be those people and say, you know what? I'm willing to be in the shadows, just to stand in the shadows. No one ever noticed, because the good news is the Bible tells us God notices. Amen. He's not unrighteous to forget your labor of love in the Lord. He knows, and you know what? I guarantee you when we get to heaven, we're going to see her has some rewards for just being willing to hold up the hands of Moses. And I personally think when we're seeing rewards handed out, those that had the spotlight may have very few rewards, because we see Scripture warning that if pride is part of it, you have your reward. Right.